Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my 2020 intentions / goals. I am super excited to share them with you, and I really wanted to film this video to kind of keep myself accountable and to have something to look back on at the end of the year and see if I accomplished those goals or if I actually worked hard on those goals. I hope that these goals inspire you. A lot of them are very personal to myself, and I just hope that by me sharing them, it inspires you to push yourself and maybe even take some of these intentions and take it into your year. So starting off, I have everything written down on my journal. So if I'm looking down, I'm looking at this. I have a list of 15 intentions, and my first one is to continue learning new habits. And that is something that I began last year. My friend Sarah had given me not a journal, but a planner that I really utilized for the first time in my life. Like, I've never used a planner in my life. I would buy them, they're cute, and then I would just not use them after the first month. But this one, I really took it seriously, and the part that I took seriously was that it had a habit tracker for every month. And there's just some satisfaction that you get from checking off a box every single day saying you did something that helps you create these habits. And one of my habits that I did was very simple, as making my bed every day. And it seems like it's something so small, but it actually makes you feel really good about yourself. It feels like you accomplished something first thing in the morning. And when you come home after a long day of work, it's good. It makes you feel like your room is a lot more cleaner than it is. And yeah, just something so small as that becomes a habit, and you tracking it makes you form a habit, and then you take that into the rest of your life. So like now, I don't think I can go without making my bed. Even if I make it at 5 p.m., I still need to make it before I get in it. And that is something that I never did growing up at all. So it's not something my parents forced on me, something that I learned myself. And I think that's super awesome. And I want to continue learning and creating new habits this year and the rest of my life, especially nice, healthy ones like reading and eating healthy and making sure I take the time to get 8 hours of sleep or drink tea or remind myself to drink water. So continuing learning new habits in 2020 is my first goal that I wrote down. My second goal is to read more books. I love reading. I've always loved reading, but after being in college, I stopped reading because, you read so much textbooks and articles and all of that I did not have the time to leisurely read. So I really picked that up last year, and I want to continue that into 2020. My third goal is to work on my future. And let me elaborate. I wrote, stay consistent with my endeavors. And then I wrote, work on my business, YouTube, and socials. So I really am at that point in my life. I'm not yet 25. I'm not having my quarter life crisis yet, but I feel it coming, and I want to work on my future. I want to start things that are going to help me make money in the future, and so I don't have to work a 9 to 5. My end goal is to not work a 9 to 5, and I'm not hating on people that do. Like, this has been my life for the last 4 years, I believe. I've worked a 9 to 5 or in an office or just retail or anything. And I want to one day work for myself. So I'm making that a goal. I want to stay consistent and continue working on things that will make me money, including my business, which this year I am saying it out loud and I'm going to make it happen. I really want to get into party planning and decorating for clients. So keep your girl in mind. I really want to do party planning, but I am focusing on dessert tables. I love how much dessert tables really take a party to the next level, and I think they're the funnest part, and you have so many possibilities when you do different themes and everything, and I like being a part of that and having a vision and making it come to life. Same thing with YouTube. I like having an idea in my head and filming it, recording it, editing it, and posting it out onto the internet for other people to see. It's just content creating. I really like doing that. And yeah, so I'm taking that into 2020 and I'm saying it out loud, I'm manifesting it, and it will happen. My fourth goal is to get 2 paying clients for dessert tables. I set my goal. I wanted something realistic. I don't know what this year will bring, but I hope that I do get some paying clients. Number 5, I put get a larger following on socials, and that is just something that I think will help me in the long run and growing my business. I've been stuck at the same number for the longest time, and I just hope to reach more people this year and get them to see what I'm creating. So I have my personal Instagram, which I share my YouTube videos and my personal life on that, which is the same as my YouTube channel, which, by the way, btwtahtee. And then I do have my second page, which is my home decor and events page, and that Instagram is TJ Life Design Events. So if you guys aren't already, please follow that page as well. That's where I share my home decor specific things as well as my party events that I have done in the past and hopefully will be doing in the future. So please follow those pages. I still have my makeup page, Makeup by Tots, and I really want to do more looks this year. Like I said, I let a lot of things fall on the back burner as I was kind of rebuilding who I was last year. But makeup is still something I really much enjoy, and I do have pictures of clients that I did. I can't believe I did it, but I did it, and it makes me happy to say that I did. I was freelancing for a bit, and I'd never worked in cosmetics, and it just gives me a joy that to look at old clients' photos. And I hope that this year I could even have some makeup clients as well, because I really just want to create. That's what I want to do. And all of these things, it's all about my love for creating. So speaking it into existence, like I said. My next goal is to seek and obtain more passive income streams, and this just aligns to whatever I said before. So passive income is just, I'm just trying to figure out where it is that I'm going in life and how to create a good foundation for my future self. My 7th goal is to stay consistent with everything I love. So sometimes when I do things and I post or whatever, and I don't really get much recognition, or I'm not seeing the likes that I wanted or anything, sometimes I can get a little underwhelmed in what I was doing, and then I get kind of unmotivated to continue doing it. So I really want to continue to do what I love, no matter anyone's approval or no one's praise or anything, because it's still something at the end of the day that makes me happy. So that's why I am continuing to push myself to make more videos, post more content, and just do things that I like. Number 8, I put save $20,000 in 2020. I'm being very frank with you guys. $20,000 seems like a crazy amount of money or kind of scary, or like how to do that, but I am really trying to focus on my future now and save more money and invest more money. So I'm not just gonna save the $20,000 in my savings account. I'm hoping to invest that money and kind of have it work for me, have my money work for me kind of situation. So that is my 8th goal. My 9th goal is to journal more good memories. I feel like I always have the habit of writing down things when I'm upset, and then I look back at my journal and I'm like, everything is so sad. Like, my life is not all sad. I want to remember the good things just as much as the bad things. I feel like when you're upset, it's easier to journal because you have so many emotions pent up that you just need to get out and put it on paper and just let everything out. But I feel like when you're happy, you're just happy and you don't think to write it down. At least that's the way it is for me. So I want to make it a goal of mine to write down more happy things and just more everyday to day things, that what's going on in my life now, so I can have something to look back on and not just be sad. But my 10th goal is more weekend adventures, and that's something I wanted for myself last year and I didn't really follow through on. So I really want to do it for myself this year. And even if I have to go alone, just road trips, hikes, any activities, I really want to make that a big part into 2020. I just really want to be more adventurous this year and go out more and do more things than just stay home or go to dinner. I want to actually go on adventures. My 11th goal has something to do with this too. It says do more things alone. Last year I went to a concert by myself for the first time ever, and it was an experience. I was so nervous and so scared to do it, but I really wanted to see them. I went to see the Jonas Brothers, and I know, don't make fun of me, but I love the Jonas Brothers so much, and I was so happy that they are back together and went on tour this year. And I had gone to their October show in San Francisco, and they were coming back. They added a show in December in Oakland, and I really wanted to go, but my friends that I went with, they obviously or paid money to go before, and it was Christmas time, so they couldn't go with me again. But I had asked my boyfriend for my birthday to buy me a ticket, and I didn't want to force him to go. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go by myself, and I'm gonna go in the pit, and I'm gonna have a good time. And that's what I did. So I want to do more things by myself this year. It made me feel so independent, and I genuinely had a really good time. And I'm glad I didn't just not go because no one wanted to go with me. So I just felt really good about it, and I want to continue doing that. My 12th goal is become the healthiest version of myself, and I feel like this is an ongoing goal. I am trying my hardest to be a healthier person, and I did not grow up healthy at all, so it's a hard transition for me to learn how to eat healthy and cook healthy and just stop snacking on chocolate and chips and everything. But working out has been so life-changing for me. Like, I love working out now, where before I would dread it, refuse to go to the gym. But it just makes me feel so good about myself, so I want to continue that into the new year. My next goal is to be unapologetic for taking time for myself. And that is something I actually practiced the other day. And you know, there's such a stigma about calling out of work sick, but you know, when you're sick, you're sick. And I was not feeling good. I did not get any sleep, and I called out, and I had to remind myself not to feel bad about it, because I deserve to take time for myself and just to be healthy in any way that I can. So I want to continue doing that, and you know, not just calling out of work, but like, you know, if you don't feel good, like, don't force yourself to go out. And even if you've made plans, like, your friends will understand. Sometimes you just need time for yourself, and that's what I am all about, self-care and all of that jazz for this year. I'm gonna unapologetically do me. Take care of me. 14 is more positive self-talk. So, you know, that's pretty self-explanatory. I just want to not be so hard on myself. You know, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, wow, like, why am I still fat here? Or like, you like just look at yourself and you're like, I don't even look good. Or why do I look like this? Like, when I see myself without makeup, like, my skin is not perfect or anything, and I'm just like, why is this like this or anything? And I just want to focus on being nicer to myself and talking better about myself. Like, don't call myself fat all the time, or like just look at myself and just like, oh my god, why am I like this? So I think that's a good thing for anyone to take into any year, any time. Just focus on being nice to yourself. My last and final goal is be more conscious about my actions and thoughts. And that's a big thing for me, because I catch myself acting out sometimes. I sound like a child, I'm acting out. But like, no, seriously, like, sometimes I will say things or do things that aren't the nicest thing, and I'll catch myself afterwards. But it's like, I need to catch myself before I do it, because I shouldn't be spreading things that don't make me feel good about myself, nor make other people feel good about themselves, or like their perception of me. I don't want to be a bad person, but sometimes when you're angry, you'll say things. So I really want to focus on being more conscious about that and not lashing out a lot. I also find myself catching myself like being jealous or like feeling some type of way about things, and I don't think that's a good look. I don't think it's a good look at all, and the older I get, the more I realize that, because I was so jealous, but like other things as well, like besides being jealous, like I was a lot of things that I don't like in other people, so I want to focus on not being that myself. Like if I don't like other people being jealous, or I don't like when other people talk down about others or about myself or anything, like I don't want to reflect that as well. So I'm taking that, and that's kind of like my biggest thing, is like be conscious about what I'm doing. And even if I'm not saying it, but even I'm just thinking it, I'll check myself and be like, you know what, like don't think that way, like it's not that way. So that is the end of my 2020 intentions slash goals. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, definitely give it a thumbs up, but also let me know what are your goals and intentions for this year. And if you found anything helpful in what my 15 goals were, or anything that you want to take into your year, you know, feel free, but let me know. I want to know, what did you find helpful for your growth in this video? Thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.